Hi, I'm Luke, Head of Product here at DisplayNote, and welcome to our walkthrough of our up-and-coming screen sharing product release. This update brings with it a host of new functionality that will change the way users present and view content in classrooms and meeting spaces. We're introducing broadcast and remote control to screen sharing, improving the integration into your hardware while elevating the solution to more than just screen sharing. We want to expand your sales opportunities and help you to meet the needs of your users. We're incorporating our existing solution broadcast into screen sharing, allowing content to be broadcast out to not only audience devices but other displays in the room, vastly improving the opportunity to utilize more hardware into one space while improving the visibility for audiences in large or difficult room layouts. First, I'm going to talk about broadcasting to displays. So, first thing we need to do is enable the feature. If we go to settings, we now have a new option there, display options. If we go to display options, we can see the option to broadcast to participants, broadcast to display, or remote control. First thing we're going to talk about is broadcast to displays. So I'm going to go in here and turn it on. Now when I go back to the home screen, you'll see an icon to broadcast. If I select this, it will give you some information about broadcast to displays and then give you the opportunity to start broadcasting. So now I'm going to start broadcasting. Once the broadcast is running, we then need to join other screens into the solution. What I'm going to do is enter the ID from this screen, and it's going to connect to the first screen. So I simply press this and type in the number 508769 and add that display to the first display. This display is now receiving a mirror of this display. So anything I do on here, for example, use the whiteboard, you'll see on this display. This isn't just restricted to screen sharing, so it's not just what I do within the montage application. It also will do the same if I use the Android layer. So if I go to the home on the screen, once again, you'll see it reflected over here. And open up the web browser. You can see that the content on the web browser opens up on the other screen as well. So again, everything you do on this screen is reflected on the other screen. In this case, we've got just the two discrete screens, but this isn't restricted to two screens. No matter how many screens you have in the room, you can connect them to the first one. So once you have screens connected, you don't need to interact with them. They'll just follow along. As I said, this means you don't need to have the other screens being interactive. They don't need to be reachable, meaning you can sell more screens and more screen types into more rooms. Okay, let's go on now to talk about broadcasting to participants. Broadcasting to participants allows for shared content to be broadcast out to other devices in the room. Bringing broadcast functionality into screen sharing simplifies the user experience while improving visibility for all of the users in the room. For audiences, viewing a broadcast will be web only. However, users connecting by the desktop app or mobile apps will be automatically redirected to the web browser. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm now going to show you how to use broadcast to participants. Once again, we go to settings, the display options section, and make sure that broadcast to participants is turned on. Once it's on, you'll get the broadcast option at the bottom of the home screen. Pressing that will now give you the option to start the broadcast. I'm going to start that now. As you can see, it's starting the broadcast, and in a second, it's going to tell you it's live and it's ready to connect to. There we go, we're now ready to connect to the broadcast. I'll show you that now. Okay, so we now have a session running, and we've got someone presenting content. Now I'm going to join as a broadcast participant. So I'm on the DisplayNote client. I've got the session ID already entered and my name entered. I'm going to simply press connect. I'm instantly prompted if I'd like to view the broadcast or join the session. I'm going to view the broadcast. And it's now going to join. And I can see what's being shared to the main display. As the content is progressed on the main display, it's also progressed for me on the client device. So this will allow multiple people to join the session and view the content, no matter where they are in the room, no matter if they're at the back or behind a large pillar or something like that. They can see the content clearly. Next, I'd like to talk to you about remote controlling. DisplayNote screen sharing will now offer remote control, allowing a user who connects a teacher to control the display from their device, providing better integration into your display. This cross-network connectivity feature via the web or Windows app, letting users interact and navigate through the entire display from their device. Remote control will also interact with non-touch displays, allowing better cohesion between the hardware in the room. Remote control can only be accessed by those signed in by connecting the teacher, ensuring only those presenting can manage the device. Let's take a look at how it works. First, if we go to settings, again, we'll go back to display options that we've already talked about, and you'll see remote control feature there. Once that's enabled, the session will reset, and now teachers can connect to the session and will be able to remote control the screen. Now I'm going to show you how that works. Now that I've enabled remote control from within the display settings, I come to my client device. As you can see, I'm logged into the teacher and I've entered the session ID. Now I'm going to simply press connect as I normally would. And now that I've connected to the session, you see I have access to the remote control button. Pressing the remote control button is going to get a video feed from the display to the client device. And from here, I can now interact with the display and make any changes I want. So for example, I click on settings, and within the screen sharing software, I'm going to be able to open up their settings. The remote control feature is not just limited to within our own products. You can also control the rest of the Android system. So for example, I can press the home button at the bottom here and open up the Android home screen. From here, I can launch a web browser, do what I want to do from there, or I can even go and launch the settings as well. So as I say, you can control any part of the Android system from within the remote control feature running within the client. Once I'm done, I can then return back to montage. If I want, if I'm done remote controlling, I can stop and then use the share by screen feature as I normally would. There you go, I'm now sharing my screen to display. Okay, thank you for watching. That concludes the overview of the features coming to a new version of screen sharing. Once again, that's remote control, broadcasting to displays, and broadcasting to participants. It should be noted that broadcasting to participants and broadcasting to displays can be used at the same time, allowing you to share your content out to multiple screens and devices within your classroom. If you have any questions or would like to find out more, please visit the Academy or get in touch directly through our website. Thank you.